Good afternoon. I want to take this brief opportunity to update the town and the employees and our businesses on what Town Hall is doing in response to the coronavirus. I'm Ross Perry. I've been town administrator in Sterling for 3 years. And like you, we are all impacted by this coronavirus. I have deep concerns for our residents, our business owners, town employees, and great gratitude, especially to our first responders. They're the ones who are braving these risks every day when they respond to calls and when they go about their normal work. During my 3 years in Sterling, we've worked hard with department heads, town employees, boards and committees to focus on, one, supporting the public through prompt and professional services, planning for the future with new endeavors, and maintaining tight physical control with conservative budgets. The outbreak of the coronavirus and the resulting state of emergency declared by the governor have not changed our goals. We are still focused on public service, public and staff safety, planning for the future, physical responsibilities. These goals will continue no matter what obstacles we face. What has changed, and that I'll be addressing in a bit, is how we go about these goals. While it's impossible for me to give you definitive answers about the health crisis and its impact to the state and the town of Sterling, I want to let you know that what you can expect from the municipal government. In March, the Board of Health, with support from the Board of Selectmen and myself, directed the closure of all municipal buildings to the public. This is to protect public safety as well as staff safety. A week later, I further directed all Town Hall employees to work from home if possible. Some of them are still coming to Town Hall, but alternating their schedules and staggering their work time to avoid contact with others. The police department and fire department have closed their lobbies to the public. However, they are still responding promptly to all emergencies. The DPW has divided its staff into small groups and is working in isolated projects. The library is closed, as are the other buildings, but they are providing online services and have a weekly story hour that's available via remote access. The senior center is continuing to provide Meals on Wheels, as well as conducting wellness checks to various people in Sterling by phone. Town Hall functions are continuing. Anything that needs to be processed is and will be processed. Critical time-sensitive requirements are happening. The public is encouraged to use the drop box in front of the Butterick building, contact us via email or phone. Staff are answering emails and voice messages as promptly as possible. We are also fortunate that the new e-permitting or online permitting software that the voters approved last year went online just about a month before the coronavirus hit. So this covers most permits and licenses, and these can be obtained by looking at the home page of the town's webpage. But this is a great chance to get your permits submitted and do it electronically without having to come to Town Hall. Many boards and committee meetings have been postponed or rescheduled. For the Town Hall meetings that continue, remote access is available. And if you look at the agendas posted for each of these meetings, you will find logistics and how you can either dial in by a conference phone or do a video conference with Zoom. At Town Hall, we're closely watching our revenues and being cautious about expenditures for the rest of this year. We've asked all boards to hold back on anything that isn't absolutely crucial for the rest of this year. I know that many of you are also concerned about your day-to-day expenses. And to help address these concerns, the Select Board will discuss tonight extending due dates for certain payments such as property, excise, and water bills. There will be an update on that pending tonight's vote. With the possible extension in these payments, or delays in these payments, we are also carefully watching the town's cash flow. This is to avoid a shortfall and any resulting costs of having to borrow money on the short term. When we looked at our cash flow, we realized we would have a large bill due on May 1st to the Wachusett Regional School as part of our assessment. If property taxes move out, this potentially could cause a cash flow problem. We contacted the school administration and they have graciously agreed to let us split our payments, so half will be due May 1st and half will be June 1st, but this will avoid a cash flow issue for the town. However, we will continue to monitor this in the future quarters. Due to the financial uncertainty, which we realize impacts everyone, not just the town, the select board have voted to move the annual town meeting to Monday, June 22nd. That's Monday, June 22nd for the annual town meeting, and the election is moved to Monday, June 29th. Again, June 22nd and June 29th for the town meeting and the election. This financial uncertainty also impacts our plans for the FY21 budget and capital plans. These budgets had originally been carefully scrutinized to create a need-based conservative budget for next year. Due to our concern for the taxpayers, realizing that many of you have also been impacted through unemployment and cut wages, the Finance Committee, the Selectmen, and I are re-examining these budgets and cutting them further. These cuts will be reviewed with each department and board before we move ahead, but the intent is to come back with an absolute bare-bones FY21 budget for the voters to consider at the town meeting. Town hall and other municipal services continue in spite of people working remotely, and even though the parking lot isn't full of cars, this work is still being done. Our goals remain the same, but our plans are being scaled back. We are taking this seriously and we're trying to plan for whatever might come in the future. I'm very grateful to the Select Board, the Finance Committee, and all town employees for working together to help continue the essential public service and to help watch out for the town's financial health. I encourage all of you to look out for your own health by staying away from others. Social distancing does work and will work. Eventually, all of this virus issue will be over, and I'm looking forward to normal activities resuming in the future. Good health to all. Thank you.